Well, I can't say that I'm too surprised. You know, it does seem like they've been trying to look for an excuse to get out of Salt Lake for a long time, and it just feels like this was their final straw, final nail in the coffin to say this is it, this is what we're moving. I feel like it's a mistake. I feel like the reasons behind it are inadequate, to say the least. You know, you look at the state of Utah and how much of the state is owned by the federal government. It's something around 70% is already owned by the federal government. So to say that Utah is not an outdoor-friendly state is bogus.
I don't think there's a better place in the whole world than Utah. Believe me, I've traveled all over the place, all over the world, and Utah just has it all. One of the concerns I have is just the political atmosphere that we seem to be in as a country right now. No one seems to be able to come together and talk about it, so that's a big concern. Whether it works well for Denver, for everyone else or not, I don't know. We certainly will be going to Denver, but I think it was a problematic mistake.
This whole process has been difficult because we are an outdoor brand, we're part of the outdoor industry, but we're a Utah brand. And the best outcome for us was that the show would stay here in Utah, that all parties would figure out a way to work things out. And I think for us, the unfortunate thing was this came down to ultimatums. We really wanted both parties to come together and find a way to work things out. And unfortunately, they couldn't do that. And now we're left with a show that's no longer here, and something that was vital to the outdoor recreation economy in Utah is no longer here.
It'll cost probably 50% more for us to attend that show than in Utah. And right now, all my employees in Salt Lake can come to the show. They won't be able to do that in Denver. You know, we think of Salt Lake as BD town, so you know, it allows us to entertain people when we bring retailers here because it's our hometown. We can take you climbing in 15 minutes. I don't come to this booth because the brands are here. I come because the retailers don't come. If the retailers stop coming, there is no trade show. We're not doing it for ourselves.
Sure, yeah.
And so sometimes in politics or in some of these decisions, we ask everybody, but we don't ask the people who actually are the drivers.
I can see it as a brand and as a vendor how it makes sense. As a Salt Lake resident, it's unfortunate. So it's a bit of a bitter pill. In January, when this really got kicked off, both sides came to the table thinking they had a stronger hand in the conversation than they did. The outdoor community knows and understands what an economic role the outdoor economy plays in Utah. Gary Herbert knows where his funding comes from and where his votes come from. And so both sides know what cards they're holding. And I think at that point, Gary had his calculus for how he was going to go about moving forward, and the outdoor industry had theirs. And so you see it from both perspectives, and it was inevitable that there was going to be a breakup, and unfortunately it's the people of Utah who are paying the price.